think the key to the second half of the season for the Owls is their defense. In the first half, when they got on a hot streak and were winning lots of games, the defense was playing good baseball. They weren't giving up errors. They were making the smart plays. They weren't always making the flashy plays, but they were making the plays they needed to make. And then in the losses, for example, 2 games ago on the road in Macon, they made a couple of key errors, and even though the pitching was excellent, the defense behind them wasn't, and that gave away the game. So I think in the second half of the season, if the defense is there, the pitching will be there, and the offense, as has been evident so far this season, that's not a concern. I think other teams should expect the Owls to play a full 9 innings of baseball every game, no matter the score. So far this season, Forest City has gotten behind a lot early, and they continuously have fought back and won a lot of games that they probably shouldn't have, because they've been playing hard in the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, even when the score hasn't been looking so good.
Hello and welcome to historic McNair Park, home of the Asheboro Zookeepers. The Forest City Owls have traveled east to take on the Zookeepers in a battle atop the Western Division of the CPL. 3-2, grounded to Harrison at second. He plays it on the backhand, fires across the body to Gales at first. 2-1 is grounded towards third. Fuller knocks it down. He's up with it. He'll throw across the diamond to get the speedy leadoff hitter, and a 1-2-3 third inning. 1-1 is ripped to left. Lamo's just gonna watch it fly. That ball is way gone. Luis Ramirez, a 2-run shot, gives the Owls a 5-1 lead. 2-2, swing and a miss from O. And he'll swing and miss at strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night today. And he ropes the ball through the infield into center field. That will drive in Dylan. 2-0. That pitch is hit right at Kelly at short. Plays it on a hop. He'll spin around, throw the first, and it is picked by Coots. Forest City comes into McNair Field and beats the Asheboro Zookeepers.
Owls win.
Yeah.
We're here for this.
Owls on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Homer fellas, how we feeling after another road dub?
Awesome, man.
I was been struggling at the plate. I went up to the plate. I tried to be like Frankie.
Struggle to hit every single game. Multi-hit game every game.
Hello and welcome to the Owl's Nest, McNair Field, where the Forest City Owls are getting set to take on the Florence Flamingos. Brandon Davis hits a comebacker right to Hughes. He'll flip over to Coots. Hughes readies and deals. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. I have some concerning news. The tarp is coming onto the field here at McNair. 0 for 3 so far today. Swings at the first pitch and hits it to right. Racing in is Williams, but he's not going to get there. The Owls tie it up on the 2 RBI single from Frank Kelly. The pitch is ripped to center. Racing back on it is Prieto towards the track to the wall. That ball is gone. No, it's off the bottom of the wall. Picking it up is Lively. He'll fire it back into the infield for a bases-clearing triple for Tanner Donati. 1-2. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. 3-1 is driven to left. Donati going back to the wall, looks up. That ball's off the bottom of the wall. It kicks away from him. He takes a turnaround second. That one is hit towards second. Davis up with it. He'll throw over to first, kind of a high throw, but that one is popped up to short. Dickinson doing the dance, now drifts over and makes the catch, and the Flamingos will win it. We had a rain delay, a 3-run comeback for the Owls, but ultimately a 4-run top of the 8th wins it for the Flamingos. Michael?
For the overnight trip in Morehead, excitement. For me personally, 4 years here, it's the first time that we've played the other side. But even just in Morehead, DJ's coach there, some guys have been around it, great atmosphere. They've known to be a very good team, so excited to go see them. And then, for the Yard Gnomes, just a team that we've played in the past, just experience a different atmosphere and just, get to experience what the other side is like.
I think everybody was excited that we were staying overnight in Morehead. Everybody's gonna hang out together, build some memories, build some friendships.
I think that road trips provide a really unique opportunity for the players to make memories because we're placing them in a space that they're not usually in, right? Like you've got 4 hours on the bus or 6 hours on the bus and you're sitting next to a guy who maybe is from a school 8 hours away from you. And so you get to kind of bond with them a little bit, but also it's just like we have such a great group of guys where the chemistry is just really on and it's always high energy and always like good vibes. And so you never really know what you're gonna expect on the bus or what you're gonna expect when you get an overnight to Macon where they're staying in a hotel overnight. You just have a lot of really great energy put into one space. And I think anytime that happens, it's just so much unexpected, like funny memories and greatness. And then that really does show when they're playing as well.
Hello and welcome to Morehead City. The Owls back on the road. They had a couple days off, played an exhibition game yesterday, and are now underway. One is grounded on the infield. Brent Turner's first play for the Owls this summer is retiring Stanley at first. The pitch. Hit hard on the infield and through the left side, and it's their leadoff hitter, Luis Ramirez. That means there's speed on the base path. Readies and deals. Got him swinging! Very high. Might have even been on purpose, though. Catch. Walker Fox in a rundown between first and third. Fox ran on the pitch. Now the runner breaks for home. The tag. He's safe. The Owls steal a run. It's swung on and driven to left. Racing back as Pacheco is looking up. That ball is gone. Wade Kelly, a 2-run shot gives the Owls the lead in the top of the 7th. Come on, boys! 0-1. This is low. It gets away from James. The runner breaks through its home. James fires to Morris. The tag. He's out at the plate. One is lasered into left field. Racing over is Gilmore. He dives and he makes the catch. Knuckleball, strike 3 call. He got him. An emphatic shout as he heads to the dugout. 6-6 as we head to the 9th. The 1-1 is hit over the first baseman and fair down the right field line. Coming around to score is Cale Steven. Into third is Wade Kelly. Pitch is ripped to center. Racing back on it is Anderson. Still going back. That ball is off the bottom of the wall. 1 run is around to score. Turner will come home. And it's a 2 RBI double from Cade Fuller. The 1-2 is hit towards right center field. Racing back is Lejeune. He's looking up. That ball is off the bottom of the wall. It kicks to Nate Anderson. Into second base is Malachi Gales. Ahead in the count, 0-2. The pitch is golfed into left field for a base hit. Gustafson around third, and he will come around to score. And despite a 4-run comeback and then a 4-run lead in the top of the 10th, the Owls will drop to 9-4 on walk-off fashion.
Looking back at that Morehead loss, that was one of the few games this season that the Owls should have won that they didn't. They scored 4 runs in the top of the 10th, and then the bullpen gave up 5. And it was the first extra innings game, the first walk-off loss. And so I think the vibes were not particularly great after that game on the bus ride back to the hotel, just because the guys knew they had let one slip away that they should have won.
The emotion after the Morehead loss, it's double-edged sword. It's, we were disappointed we lost, but at the same time, it was kind of like we were in the game, we didn't play our best, maybe for the first 3-4 innings.
Hello and welcome to Greenville, North Carolina, where the Forest City Owls have traveled east to take on the Greenville Yard Gnomes. The Forest City Owls at 9-4 sit half a game back of the Asheboro Zookeepers in the Western Division of the Coastal Plain League. Meanwhile, the Green Gnomes have gotten off to a tough start. Pitch is laced into left field. That's going to get down and roll all the way to the wall. Over to cut it off is Lillis. He'll fire towards second. Runner goes. Ball comes up firing. The throw, the tag. They got him at second.
Hey, let's go hit!
Is dropped on the ground over the third baseman's head. He ranges back to grab it, but he doesn't have a throw. That one hit right at Frank Kelly. Could be a pair to second to one to first two. A double play.
Come on! Come on!
Strike three call. Is ripped to left. Racing back is Lillis. He looks up. That ball is gone. Malachi Gales hits a grand slam for the Owls.
Go out.
That cue shot falls into right field. Sets the races around third.
Go, David!
Then he gets an out here. From the righty, runner goes. The pitch is called strike three. The throw down to second. The tag. They got him. It's a strike him out, throw him out, double play to end the seventh and end the game for the Owls.
How are you feeling after hitting the grand slam to essentially end it?
Feels pretty good. You know, I wouldn't have been able to do it without the people hitting in front of me, getting on. Opportunity presented itself. Hey, all that matters is scoreboard. 14-4, Owls win. That's all that matters.
Well, I think after the Morehead loss, the guys on the team were not particularly happy with how they played, and they kind of took it out on Greenville the next day. The Yard Gnomes have not had a great start to the season so far. The Owls beat them pretty handily at home earlier in the year, and then on the road after the loss at Morehead, I think they won 14-4. There was the first grand slam of the season was hit by Malachi Gales. Right from the start, the Owls were playing hard, and then the pitching, the bullpen, which had given away the game the night before, held up and allowed the run rule win. I think the guys were extra happy because then they got to go home a little bit early. It's a long bus ride back from Greenville, but with the run rule win in just 7 innings, they got to get home just a little bit earlier.
Hello and welcome to the Owls Nest, McNair Field, where we have a battle between the top 2 teams in the Western Division of the CPL. 1-2 the count to Walker Fox. The pitch is hit towards the right side of the infield. It tips off of Harper, and he's not going to have a play. 3-2 is hit right back up the middle into center field.
Attaboy!
Easily jog him. It's a hard hit single. Here he rips one to right. That one is headed out. You can tell it goodbye. Dylan Boots in his final game at McNair leaves the Owls Nest. That one is driven to right. Racing back on it is Hunter, still going back, looking up. That ball is gone. It's Walker Fox's turn to leave the nest. 1-1 is popped up. Dylan Coots racing over from first. Over near the Owls dugout, he makes the catch. 2-2. Swung on and missed by Kitchens. 1-2. Strike 3 called. He does get the call on the outside corner. That one hit up the middle. Morris over. He's got it. He'll throw to first in time to get home. The end of the top of the 9th and the end of the game. The Owls win 12-5. Hello and welcome to Beaver Field at Jim and Betty Smith Stadium, where the Forest City Owls are getting set to take on the Boone Bigfoot. The Forest City Owls have traveled north at 11-4 and first in the CPL Western Division to take on the 7-10 Boone Bigfoot. To the righty, Bassler is drilled to left. Racing back on it is Lively, still going back towards the corner. He dives and he makes the catch. Now comes home, and it's hit and caught by Jaden James. What a grab at first. It was a line drive. Runner goes on the first pitch, wall up with it quickly. The throw, the tag, they got him at second base. The pitch is hit softly on the ground to third. Niehaus has a kick off his knee and into center field. Swung on and missed. Pitch to the right-handed batter from Citadel is roped to left. Johnson going back, looking up. That one is gone. And the Owls have come all the way back, down 4-1 now. They tie it up at 4. Evan Whitaker steps in and swings at the first pitch and hits it into left center field. That one's going to roll all the way to the wall. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in. This is going to be a bases clearing double, and now Whitaker is stuck in a rundown between second and third. Sneathen will tag him out barehanded. One is hit right at the second baseman. Could be 2. Lucas to Niehaus to first. And that is a double play. To Ramirez is swung on and miss. And so finally, the Bigfoots get the 3rd out in the 9th, and they get the 11-6 win. Hello and welcome to McNair Field, the Owl's Nest, where we are just moments away from first pitch. 0-2, swung on and missed. Looking to end the 4th with strikeout number 3, and he gets it. First pitch to Gray Wells is hit softly on the grass to Cade Fuller at 3rd. He's up with it, throws across the body to first in time to get Wells. Another nice play from Cade Fuller. Pitch to Trent Turner is skied to left. Looking up his stem, he will watch it fly. A 3-run shot from Trent Turner. And that one goes right behind Skelly. There's going to be a play at the plate. It bounced back towards Fulmer, but Lively comes around to score. And he immediately gives up a stolen base, and then the ball gets away from Zach Martin, the 3rd baseman. And coming around to score is Gavin Gilmore. 0-2 is hit through the hole on the right side. So Mitch Wilson 1 for 1.
Like a little Goomba.
1-2 is roped to left center field. Racing in on it is Gilmore, and he makes the catch.
Let's go win a ball game.
2 is swung on and missed. 1-2 from Huffstickler. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back A's. The 0-2 is popped up. Trent Turner back. Now racing in. And he makes the catch. The Owls pick up a nice bounce-back win after the loss in Boone. Hello and welcome to the Owl's Nest, McNair Field, home of the Forest City Owls, which is ripped fair down the left field line. James is on his horse. He will head into 3rd and be held up there. Double from Grant Wilson. Slider is ripped into left field. James will trot home. Grant Wilson will stop at 3rd. Swing and a miss from Sermon. 1-1 is hit on the ground to Kelly at 2nd. He tosses over to James at 1st. 1-2 is hit into center field for a base hit by Braden Ford. The pitch. Strike 3 called. He got him with the fastball. The pitch is hit into left field. Ready and delivers. Swing and a miss. 3-2. Swing and a miss. It doesn't matter. Presley gets the strikeout, and the Owls get the win.
Owls win.
Owls, they win.